Welcome to Pull the Trigger 101. Private Allen here is going to do a quick weapons demonstration to show you locals how it's done. No offense, but I see a lot of you guys firing from the hip and spraying bullets all over the range. You don't end up hitting the damn thing and it makes you look like an ass. Private Allen, show him what I'm talking about. You see what I mean? He sprayed bullets all over the damn place. You've got to pick your targets by aiming deliberately down your sights from a stable stance. Private Allen, show our friends here how the Rangers take down a target. Crouch first, then aim down your sight at the targets. That's all there is to it. You want your targets to go down, you gotta aim down your sights.
Like this. Double movement speed.
Remember that certain weapons can penetrate and hit your target. The private here will demonstrate. Last but not least, you need to know how to toss.
So I think I figured out everywhere it's going to break, but who knows? I might not. Maybe softbox incoming.
Tend to roll on sloped surfaces. So think twice before tossing one up here. Alright. Thanks for the help, Private Allen. Now get over to the pit.
So I'm pretty sure going this way is too fast. Like, I think I need to slow down here. Yeah. Like this.
Hey, Private. Welcome back to the pit. Our General Shepard wants
Oof,
to
that is pretty rude.
for some special op. Anyway, he's up there in observation. Do me a favor, try switching to your sidearm. You see how fast that was? Remember, switching to your pistol's always faster than reloading. Well, smile for the cameras and don't miss.
I might be able to do that skip. I actually don't know if I jump high enough.
Best shooter gets to join the Prima Donna squad. If that's your thing.
Oops. Damn it.
Amazing work, dude. Okay, now that's how you run the pit.
All 100 units, get to your Victor. We're headed out.
We've lost contact! Everyone get to your vehicles. We're moving out.
Oh, thanks for the sub. Noob Trooper only, infinite ammo. So the problem with specific weapon only is, I'm pretty sure the way it works is you're only able to get those weapons, you're only able to get whatever weapons are on the map. So like, if this map doesn't have an M1911, I can't use that weapon on this map. So that's kind of a problem. Yeah. Otherwise it would be pretty cool to do like just this weapon for the entire game.
Hunter 2-1, this is Warlord. Solid copy. I have Devil 1-1, flight of 2.
I think almost every level has a grenade launcher though, to be honest. Except maybe SSDD doesn't. Imagine doing the pit with a grenade launcher, that would be pretty OP.
15 mics, holding in Sierra Northwest. Holding area knife. Carrying 2 JDAMs and 2 harms, over. Standing by.
So yeah, no, it's like that in COD 4, I'm pretty sure it's the same in MW2 because I was trying to do stuff with rangers before. Like I was trying to give myself a ranger and it just didn't work on some levels. And I'm pretty sure that's why.
Solid copy, Hunter 2-1. Rolling in now. Target acquired.
Up on the bridge, far side!
Yeah, basically, because every enemy has a chance to spawn with a weapon with a grenade launcher on it. Like AK grenadiers or whatever. And teammates often have it as well, that can die and drop one.
Hunter 2! Bridge complete! Oscar Mike, move out! We're moving out! Let's go, get Jack! Please, Oscar Mike! 5 seconds! Oscar Mike, move out! Which building is it, sir? Which building?
The really weird part about endgame is, this is not a normal run node, this is double movement speed. The weird thing about endgame is, if you're currently shooting the weapon at the end of Just Like Old Times, when the level loads, then you keep that weapon. But if you don't shoot it, then you just get the default weapon. So like that's the only example I know of where like the weapon gets transferred through, but only if you do like only if you're doing something to make it happen. Otherwise, like it transfers through on like 2 or 3 levels, and that's it.
Copy, Hunter 2. All Hunter 2 victors, keep an eye out for civvies. We're not clear to engage unless they fire first. Stay on the rooftop.
I've never switched weapons on endgame, so that's funny. So I've never even tried.
This place is
But yeah, I know, like, if I have an AA-12 or any other weapon, and I'm shooting it at the end of Just Like Old Times, I suddenly have an AA-12 in endgame. But I normally am not shooting it as it fades out, so I normally don't carry any weapons through. It's weird. I only learned that when I was doing the infinite ammo stuff.
Watch those alleys.
Three-foot mobiles, balcony, 12 o'clock. Probable militia. Are they armed? Negative. They're just watching us.
I bet they're scouting us. That don't mean we can shoot them. Can you see him? Can you see him? I don't see Jack.
All Hunter victors, this is Sergeant Foley. Prepare to engage. We're taking sniper fire from multiple directions.
Speed him up.
I swear that RPG never hits me, no matter how close it gets. Didn't flash myself. Oh my god. Going so fast. I actually need to slow down here or I'll soft lock. There we go. Now I should be able to just go.
Hunter 2-1, this is Hunter 2-3. Thanks for the assist. We're leaving on Hunter 3's Humvee. Over. Let's go.
I had to wait a surprisingly long time there for that dialogue to play out. Like, damn, it was going so fast. Damn it. This is actually tough when going that quickly. Nice to see someone else live on this campaign. I do stream MW2 quite a bit, so yeah. Although I might stop for a while soon, honestly. Move on to Code 4 or something. I think this was the last meme run I was really wanting to do.
Stay here and spot. Wait for my go.
I didn't jump, it just made me jump, and I basically made it. Well. Code 4 meme run is more limited. I don't know if it really is. MW3 meme runs are limited. There's not a way to cheat in that game that I'm aware of. Like I don't know how to even use console commands.
Coach, check in on the lead sensor.
Oh, it set my speed back, right, I forgot it does that. I was like, why am I going so slow?
Target on your right. You've been spotted. Take cover.
Did it again, oh my god, bad game.
There's a truck coming. Stay out of sight. I'm seeing some activity on the runway. That's the fueling station. Looks like 20 plus foot mobiles headed your way. I'm headed for the hangar. Get there ASAP.
Take a seat. Let's go.
Just playing for nostalgia, yeah. I mean, I'm speedrunning partly for nostalgia. I'm moving so fast because it's a console command you use to increase your base move speed.
Upstairs and look for the ACS module.
And it's just for this meme category.
Roach, I'm being
Sanic
compromised. Keep a low profile and hold your fire.
Cliffhanger's a hassle though, it manually sets your speed back like 6 times throughout the level. It's pretty ridiculous.
Roach, go to plan B.
I don't know if this is going to soft lock.
Stay close and hug the wall. We use
I'm
the
going to do my strat of jump left.
tarmac to the southeast.
I almost went too far. Imagine dying from fall damage there. Gotta go fast, yeah. Exactly. Too bad you don't get double speed on the snowmobiles.
Rush, take that snowmobile. Let's get the hell out of here.
Kilo 6-1, the primary exfil point is compromised. We're en route to the backup LZ.
Who's trying no clip sent code 4? Yeah, it should be easier in Quad 4 actually, because there's a few levels where you can just go to the end. But you need to be very aware of where all the triggers are. Like, I don't think my no clip percent run was very good. I'm pretty sure if Red Dagger decided to do one run, he would beat me first try. Because I think he knows more of that stuff than I do. And COD 4 would be pretty similar in most levels. Oh my god, that boost was insane. Really? Oh yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, so there's 3 levels that you can instantly end on Quad 4 is CDS, all gullied up, and no fighting the war room. Which the funny thing is, we already used 2 of them pretty much. But yeah, in war room we have no way to get outside the map normally. But you can no clip out of there.
The plates are a match.
Copy. Any sign of Rojas' right-hand man?
Negative. It stopped twice already. No sign of it. Wait, it stopped again. Stand by. Got a positive ID. Whoever these guys are, they're not happy to see him.
And just a lot of trial and error and everything, yeah, for the triggers.
Get down! Get down! Getting away, Roach! Let's go! Let's go!
Nice.
Roach, this is gonna take some time. Go with Meat and Royce and check out the favela for any signs of Rojas.
Oh my god, so fast.
Roach, we've got Rojas' location. Headed west along the upper levels of the favela. We'll keep him from doubling back on our side. Keep going, cut him off on top.
Roach, this is their territory and they know it well. Keep an eye open for ambush positions and check your corners.
Bravo 6, be advised. We've engaged enemy militia.
I actually ran out of stamina there.
Roach, watch the rooftops.
Oh my god, that guy was blocking me.
With RPGs and machine guns positioned up high.
No time for backup.
There we go.
You have to do this on your own.
That was pretty speedy. You no clip so fast to avoid the bog soft lock entirely? Oh, that's pretty interesting actually.
Ghost, I'm going far right. Everything east of I-95. My sector's gonna fall into the airport.
Yeah, so I think I missed his no-clip stream for COD 4 entirely. But I would be curious to see how fast a no-clip run of that could go. Like, MW2 I only saved 3 minutes, which is just pathetic. Partly because you can't just insta-finish any levels. But yeah, it's just kinda sucks. Most levels you end up having to play like normally most of the time. Just because there's so many triggers you have to hit all the way through.
I got a visual on the smoke coming from the crash site. That's where Raptor went down. On me! Go, go, go! Incoming! Double cock! Heads up, ladies, we got trucks to the south.
10 to 20 minutes, that's quite a bit. Damn it! Didn't get any north side dialogue. That's rude.
This is 102-1 actual. Switch to thermal optics if you got them. Intel to the south. 2 dozen plus foot mobile.
Oh, damn it, give me that. Oh my god, I almost killed myself.
Roger. Switch to thermal if you got it. Contact to the north. Team, we got contact to the north. Team, shift your fire north.
I think we're toast here. Okay, good. Just had to kill a few guys in there.
Raptor is secure and stable. Roger that. Everyone, check your weapons and ammo. They'll be back. 2-1 Delta, be advised. 2 BTRs coming in from the north. Roger that.
That was some big clutch there. Oh my god, what is that? Predator missile positioning? That was confusing. Holy really wants me to smoke that BTR.
Take your team and secure the burger town. We're going to move Raptor over there. This location has been compromised. Squad, be advised. We're going to move Raptor from Lakes to the burger town as a group.
Smoke that BTR.
Go, go, go! That's a direct hit, Hunter 2-1. Keep up the fire. He's down for me. Tanker down.
There's a speedrun for COD, yeah. Although you're watching a bit of a meme on right now. This is not a legit speedrun. He did this last time. I think it's actually fine, surprisingly.
Raptor is inside and secure. The door is shut. You guys keep Ivan out. Friendly convoy is Oscar Mike. 10 plus KIAs. Good hit. Good hit. Hunter 2-1. Goliath 1 has a visual on a hostile patrol coming from the southeast. Over. Ramirez, use the remote controlled Predator missiles. We got incoming.
The thing that I'm not sure about is taking out the helicopter with the Predator missile.
Hunter 2-1, be advised. 15 plus enemy foot mobiles approaching.
I think I'm gonna have to do the first one with the Stinger and then the second one with the Predator, and it's gonna be like, it's gonna be sketchy.
Ramirez, we got
I'm gonna have to time it like perfectly.
Predator drone control rig to protect Raptor. Hunter 2-1, Goliath 1 has a visual on a hostile patrol coming from the southeast. Over. Hunter 2-1, this is Overlord. We got a visual on a pair of enemy attack helicopters headed for your area. Over. Solid copy, Overlord. Team, take down that helicopter. Go! Someone just took out a Predator!
I did that too early. Damn it.
That heli is down.
I need to wait for it to say heli is down. It actually takes a lot longer than I thought.
Hunter 2-1, relay from Goliath 2. Enemy reinforcements approaching from the west. Over. Hunter 2-1, relay from Goliath 1.
Okay, I didn't lose a ton of time. I mean, if I did the Predator missile correctly, that would have saved like 15 seconds. But I just don't know the timing yet. I need to wait like a lot more. Only 800 FPS, yeah. Actually trash PC.
Nice work. That heli is down. AGMs are down, Hunter 2-1. AGMs are offline. AGMs are offline. UAV.
I think this isn't even going to be water record pace because of that heli skip fail.
We're getting the hell out of here. Let's go. Let's go. AGMs are down, Hunter 2-1. Hunter 2-1, this is Overlord. Give me a sit rep, over. Overlord, Hunter 2-1. Be advised. Precious cargo is secure. Repeat. Precious cargo is secure. We're off the mic. Overlord copies all. Good job. Out. Squad, we still got 2,000 civvies in our
Okay, now it's faster than water record. Just barely.
We're gonna go save their lives.
What resolution? 1080p. It's on a game this old, the resolution's not super important. Like, unless I'm playing at 4K or something, I'd be getting pretty similar FPS. It's a lot more CPU based. Break my legs. I didn't even need to shoot that guy. Oh my god, that was like kind of sketch. Damn it. Okay, I did it. That was super sketchy. Come on. Okay, good. Dialogue times 2, yeah. Pretty much. That's what that would be. I mean, honestly, yeah, the main time saver playing in timescale is just dialogue. Like, timescale saves a lot more time. Like, 2 times timescale saves a lot more time than 2 times movement speed. Oh my god, what am I doing? Oh, this is so awkward. Break my legs. Okay, it worked.
Where to go, my friend? Scatter us up.
Okay, Exodus, I remember the game crashed when I tried to go too fast. So I'm not allowed to sprint here basically. Just gonna do some of these.
We gotta destroy those triple A buildings so they can get the rest of the city out of here. Let's go! Let's go! We got hostiles in the yellow house. Squad, we got hostiles in that gray house. Take them out.
Might even just do it with this gun out,
Watch for foot mobiles and RPGs.
to be honest. Make sure I'm not going like way too fast.
Roger that. Enemy foot mobiles by the apartment. Take them out. 2-1 actual. Overlord, give me a sit rep. Over. Put suppressing fire on that house. Get off the street. Use the houses for cover. Everyone, move out. Squad, they're targeting the striker. Watch for RPGs. Get out of the street. I have new orders for you. This comes down.
Oh wait, it's actually not different. I thought... Huh. I totally thought the other gun would be slower. That's weird.
Your team is to divert to 4-6.
Well, it didn't crash, so that's good.
Road after you have eliminated the AAA. Coordinates confirmed. Firing. Check back with me when you completed your main objective. Overlord out. Squad, let's go!
Damn it. Yeah, no sprint is still faster than what I would be able to move normally. Which is pretty funny.
Sergeant Foley, this is General Shepard. Your objective is to extract a high-value individual from a panic room on the second floor of that house. He'll be expecting you. Challenge is ice pick.
Oh, they're way up there.
Get him out of there. Report back to Overlord. Shepard out.
That guy's moving. Sergeant Slayback. I've never heard of that guy. Done. Someone. Oh god damn it, Foley. What are you doing all the way back there? That's actually trash. That's so slow. So I think going that fast is actually bad, because I remember him being ridiculously slow last time as well. Like this is like a good time for him to enter the house is like 2:20. This is gonna be like 2:35, which is about the worst RNG I've ever seen. Problem is, yeah, I don't have a clue what timing I should be using here. I probably want to go like way late. There's Foley. Okay, I think I'm gonna go like right now. Damn it. Damn it! Okay, that's Foley. I think I timed that pretty well. Maybe. Okay, not quite. I don't know if I got back too slow or too late or too early. That's like, yeah, that's still really bad because just he was so slow. Time loss.
Get a couple of photos for G2 and check the bodies for intel. Shep is nothing like this. Overlord, the HBI is dead.
Oof.
USS Chicago, actual to dry dock shelter. We have a go. DDS hangar flooded. Full pressure. Begin deployment. Team 1 STV is away. Hotel 6, bearing 01 dagger. USS Dallas deploying Team 2. RV at the objective. Hotel 6, depth 20 meters. Team 2 at the objective.
They fished the move, damn. That's a pretty solid point for why Ghost is a great game.
In position. Let's take them out together. On your go. Two hostiles down in Section 1 Alpha. Moving up to Section 2. Roger that, Hotel 6. We're clear. Civilian hostages at your position. Watch your fire. Roger that. Team 1 moving the breach. Clear. We're clear.
Now this is going to be messed up because I actually have to be slow here.
Enemy helo patrolling the perimeter. Keep a low profile, Hotel 6. Roger that, Hotel 6. Team
I'm just going to go fast anyway and see what happens. I don't want to wait that long.
Hotel 6, more hostages are at your position.
Okay, move upstairs. Control, we're advancing to deck 2. Clear. Eyes open. Watch your
I was going to like practice, see if I could jump over that thing, but not a good idea. Because if I make it over, I'll be toast.
Enemy radio. I think we're gonna have company, sir.
Set up for plan B. Get some C4 on those.
Yeah, I was a little slow there.
C4 place, sir.
Get to an elevated position. We'll ambush them when they discover the bodies.
Oh yes, I made it. That's actually like a tough skip, even with this much speed.
There's the patrol. Hold your fire until they're close.
Wow, that didn't even get me detected? Really?
Get to a setup, elevated position, and wait.
Oh my god, there's so many people.
Stand by. Stand by.
Hotel 6, be advised, hostages have been confirmed.
Damn it, why are you there? Come on, that was dumb.
Hostages from lower decks are being extracted by Team 2. Proceed to the top deck ASAP to secure the rest. Over.
Okay, there we go.
Control, this is Hotel 6. Our cover's blown.
That was surprisingly not much faster.
Copy that.
And watch Soap just be garbage on lose time.
Don't know what's behind these doors.
Okay, there he is.
Copy that.
And before he turns around and runs away.
Clear. Split up. We can flank through
Okay,
these
good.
hallways.
Copy that. Intel still indicates hostages and possible explosives on the top deck.
Yeah, they turn no target on there, like specifically because there's a guy that walks out and would see you, and they just don't want him to, I guess, until later. And the only way you can get detected is by shooting at a specific time. Like,
All hostages have been secured.
as I'm kind of surprised I didn't get detected the first time I shot that guy. I don't really know how that works.
Move up. Roger that.
Because shooting normally will get you detected, but maybe you got to do it enough. Like, there's a bit of a weird. Like, sometimes you can shoot and not get detected too.
Get your team ready for phase 2 of the operation. Out.
CENTCOM needs us to take the top deck ASAP so they can send in the Marines. Move. Move.
Punisher, all flights in vicinity of grid 25522.
Okay, well, I was still at overall record pace, just barely. Just barely.
30 seconds. Point 2-1, this is Chester 1-1, flight of 2 F-15s, 4 harms for the section. Stand by for SEAT, over. Solid copy, Chester. Go get 'em.
I don't know if stair skip is going to be easier with this much speed, honestly. I forget if I did it last time.
Good kill, good kill. Hornet 2-1, you're cleared all the way in. Good luck. Out. Hornet 2-1 copies. 2-2 copies all. Yeah, solid copy.
I'm definitely going to want to, though, otherwise I'll be like really capped up to that next breach section.
Guns, guns, guns. Guns, guns, guns. 2-2-2-1, good effect on target. All snipers, this is McTavish. Stand by to engage. Stabilize. All snipers, clear to engage.
Oh my god. I was going to be so mad if that guy didn't die. I hate how this gun just hit markers them so much. It's ridiculous. And it's how inaccurate it is if you're trying to shoot them quickly. You have to wait for the helicopter to like fully stop, and that just takes a while.
I see 4 hostiles on the next tower. Hang on. Shepard, get those fighters to cease fire immediately. That was too close.
I'll try to buy you some time. One man in a gulag doesn't mean much to the Navy at this point.
Bloody Yanks. I thought they were the good guys. Ghost, cut the chatter. Stay frosty. Second wave going in. Stand by. 10 feet. 2-1 touching down at target. Team 1 is deployed. Going in. Go, go, go!
Oh my god.
3 going into over. 5-3, this is 2-1. Solid copy on hold. 2-1 is in position for gun run. Copy 2-1. Landing cargo on the second floor. 2-1 copy. Got a tally on 6 tangos. Inbound high.
Oh my god, that shotgun did too much damage. I think that's everyone, that was pretty quick. Oh nice, P90. Soap is kind of slow though, that's disappointing.
Cell clear.
Actually that's not too bad, that's like pretty average
I'm tracking
RNG.
your progress on the security cameras.
Copy that. You have the location for prisoner 627?
Negative, but I've got a searchlight tracking hostiles on your floor. That should make your job easier.
Roger that. Stay sharp. The prisoner may be in one of these cells. Ghost, we've had a security door. Get it open.
I'm working on it. This hardware is ancient.
Ghost, you opened the wrong door.
Roger, stand by. Got it!
That's bad. Let's go.
Jayhawk, contacted you 12 o'clock. Roach, cover me. Cell 4D is clear. Cell's clear, move.
Talk to me, Ghost. These cells are deserted.
Got it! Push the 627 be transferred to the east wing. Head through the armory in the second. That's the fastest way there.
Roger that. Squad, head to that armory down there. Move.
Yeah, like I can't even make it up these stairs. Oh my god, you awful
I'm tracking
people.
3. No, 4 hostile squads converging on your position.
Let's go. We're too exposed.
How does this even work? Like actually? Like it doesn't work.
Open the door.
Bloody hell. They've blocked it from the hard line. I'll have to run a bypass. Be advised, you got more tangos headed your way.
We're gonna need more cover. Grab a riot shield.
It's actually impossible. Wow. I swear I was going high enough there, but nope.
Almost there. Routing through the auxiliary circuit.
What am I sliding on? What was that? I almost just died for no reason.
Ghost here. Recommend you bypass the lower floors by rappelling out that window.
Grenade jumps don't work.
Last floor clear. We'll link up with you at the bottom. The camera feed in solitary confinement is dead. The power must be down in that section.
Roger that. Squad, switch to night vision.
Now I'm gonna have to wait a long time here for the dialogue, which is a bit upsetting.
Right now. Stand by.
The old shower
Okay, actually that wasn't that bad.
40 feet ahead of you
Wow.
on the left. You'll have to breach the
This is not better in there.
Bravo 6, they've agreed to stop firing for now. Keep going.
Okay, that was
Keep you
a bad
posted.
flash.
Out.
Oh my god. I just run straight through those guys.
I've detected 2 heat signatures. One of them should be prisoner 627.
Speedrunning code on veteran difficulty just like is not a good idea. It's not really skill based like max difficulty on a lot of games, it's just kind of just random. So pretty much everyone speedruns on minimum difficulty. Which is generally the 80% thing to do anyway, get the fastest time.
This belongs to you, sir.
Like I think Halo is one of the only games where they generally do the higher difficulty.
Bravo 6, be advised. They started the bombardment early. Get the hell out of there now.
I don't want to do this too early or I'm going to self-block. So I want to wait until they get up to like... maybe up to... oh my god, can't even aim. Yeah, that's good. Oh, I didn't check the box flip. Probably too late? Yeah, too late. I think someone just really likes Bravo 6 Infinity Ward. I don't know why, but yeah, they use it all the time. $7.29. That's a possible time without even having like turbo move speed. Just if everything goes perfectly. But I didn't even get stair skip. Now this one I gotta be careful, because this one can soft-block if I go too fast. Like I've got to really slow down. It's mostly slowing down through the building though. I'm still not entirely certain where exactly I need to slow down. I think it's the second floor, but also the top floor. It's a bit weird. But basically I'm just going to go slow and kill everyone.
RPG teams and heavy arms fire. All floors, 12 o'clock due west from our position. Overlord, this is 2-1 Be advised, we're inside in position to the upper floor.
Why is he so close? What?
All available air units are currently tasked with multiple gas attacks along the Potomac. Proceed west to the target building and provide support. Out. Roger. Overlord copies all.
There's a better P90. I didn't even get it, whatever.
Tell the LAV from BCT-1 to hold their fire. Over. Copy that, 2-1. Good hunting. Roger. Brigade Combat Team 1 has already peeled off an LAV to provide suppression. Over. Hostile suppressed. Section 2 Echo. Roger that, 2-1. Overlord. We're on the 5th floor. Proceeding to the southwest corner. Hunter 2-1, be advised. Hostiles on the southwest corner of the 5th floor are hammering the evac site. Over. I got movement. Solid copy, Overlord. We are optimized to the 5th floor. Out. All Hunter units. I have a visual on the enemy's crow's nest at the southwest
This should be fine, hopefully.
Move forward and clear it out. Enemy fire team eliminated in Section 4 Charlie. Overlord copies all. The evac site at the Washington Monument reports several transports away, but they are still vulnerable. Can you provide support from your position? Over.
Okay, nice. So yeah, the soft look is no enemies spawn down here, and then you just have to restart the whole level. If you go too fast through one of the sections. God, that took way too many tries to hit that guy.
We're holding our own, but have flashed enemies to the west and are taking fire from that direction. Hunter 2-1, be advised you have enemy foot mobiles converging on your position. Stay frosty.
Oh my god, really?
Hunter 2-1,
Ugh.
recommend you
Oh, that was
clear out
dumb.
there. I see a mass of foot mobiles converging on your position.
Negative, negative. Eyes on enemy armor and helicopters advancing on the evac site from the south and southwest. Ramirez, use some of this ordnance to take out the enemy vehicles. Move!
Yeah, I actually knew Gaz and Ghost had the same voice actor a long time ago because it was like a big conspiracy theory back in the day of like, oh, Gaz lived because he is Ghost or something. What am I stuck? Are you kidding? Seriously. Cool game.
Hunter 2-1, you bought the evac site.
That's actually stupid.
Well done. Now get your ass to the roof ASAP. You're in danger of being overrun.
Roger that. We're heading to the rooftop. Everyone, move out!
Whoa, why did I just yeet into the air? That would have been actually hilarious if I just like flew off the side of the building. I've completed the MW2 campaign probably like,
We've linked up with the SEALs on the rooftop and are heading out.
I would definitely say under 100 times, probably more like 80 or so. I had completed it casually like 5 times I think before I started doing speedruns. But then I've also done individual levels a lot, so like, I don't know how you count that. Yeah, that was definitely door stuck. Door stuck. This is a meme category, so it's the only submission, so yes.
Atlas 2, 3, 2, 4, and 2, 5 are all away. Ground units at LZ4, fall back now.
It's in the title, isn't it? Sanic percent. It's basically double movement speed.
Overlord to all units, evacuation order April. I repeat, evacuation order April. Everyone get the hell out of there.
But yeah, if you just count like straight up playing the game from start to finish, total, I've probably done it. I did it like 5 times before I started doing speedruns, and if you count all the speedruns, I think I'm on like attempt 80-ish, 70-ish. Somewhere in that area. The craziest thing, honestly, was that I got the 122 on my 5th run, like 5th speed run. And that was like such a fluke. It wasn't until recently that I like beat that by a decent amount, with new strats and everything. not the only good one, but I would say it's the best one. COD 4 is also pretty good in a different sense. It has more glitches and skips and tricks and stuff, but it also has more soft locks that we don't know how to prevent, so that kind of sucks. I'd say those two are the two best by far. And there's most other CODs, as far as I know, have like a lot of soft locks, worse movement, and just like a lot more cutscenes and on-rail sections. The worst? I don't know. I haven't played them all to be sure. But like, a lot of people say Ghost is awful. A lot of people say like Black Ops. I don't know. No one really talks about Black Ops 3. I assume it's pretty bad. Black Ops 1 is pretty bad. That was like in exactly standard of their own accord, even though I had a last checkpoint there. Contingency might be a problem. I'm gonna have to be careful at the start here, I think. Also, Advanced Warfare might be another candidate for terrible game. Imagine dying to that guy.
Don't give away our position, Roach. This is only gonna get harder.
Trying to pick up any extra grenade launchers, I didn't get any. Also, that might have been a waste. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I'm pretty sure we're fine here.
Roger that.
Just like, really didn't want to soft lock basically.
I'm working on it. Out. Looks like they're searching for us. Dog patrol.
Nice full damage.
A UAV loaded with ATMs is en route to your position. Roger that. Second predator's almost in position.
He's gonna shoot me.
Count these things don't go on.
Okay, I managed to boost it at least, just in time.
The whole base is on the left. You'd better hurry. We've only got a couple of minutes before
Oh, the
that
beach house
somebody
survived.
dies.
Oh, that's weird.
We're halfway there. Arming ATMs. Stand by.
Oh my god, what's shooting me? Oh, the helicopter was alive too. I missed all of them, really?
ATM missiles online. Bypass KIAs. Good hit. Good hit.
This contingency is just going to be such a mess.
Arming ATMs. Stand by.
Come on, I should be ready by now, right?
ATMs. Stand by.
Or not?
ATM missiles online.
There we go.
Good effect on target. Multiple enemy vehicles.
It's such a weird way of doing this. But I'm spawning everything like way earlier, so it kind of works. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, I almost got run over.
ATM missile is online.
That was actually ridiculous. Okay, where are our enemies here? Right there, and there was one more somewhere. Over here somewhere, probably. I don't know who they're shooting at. What? I was so blind. Okay, so Price should be back here somewhere.
ATM missiles online.
There he is. Okay, that makes sense. I think he's on good pace right now. Which way is he going? Actually, he's on very good pace. What was that path, Price? Come on, seriously? Just like up around that way and then back. Whatever. He has a bunch of different paths he can take. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he did that normally. Most of the time he runs down the outside, sometimes he'll run through the middle. And it's completely random as far as I can tell. It's like not like that time might have been because there was stuff in the way, but he'll do it anyway without stuff in the way quite often. Yeah, okay, that was decent pace. It's not water record pace or anything. Wow, no textures. Oh, they're like slippery too, that was weird. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. Like the soft locks too, like a lot of them you don't know about because most people just don't do it, but you can very easily hit a few of them. And you've got to like be aware of that and actively avoid them. But also just like teammate movement is a really big one.
Sat-1, this is ISS Control. Houston's requesting a feed from your helmet cam, over. They want you to look over towards the dark side of the Earth. You should be cresting the horizon about 15 degrees east of the starboard PV rays. There it is. We're getting your feed, Sat-1. Come in, Houston. Are you getting this?
Copy that, ISS. Video feed from Sat-1 is clear. Sat-1, keep tracking the bogey. We're looking into it. Stand by.
Speedrun other CODs sometimes for a change. What, you think I haven't done other CODs?
ISS Houston, stand by. We may have a problem here.
I like to focus on one game at a time because it makes me better at them, instead of just jumping between games every other day. You think I haven't done speedruns of other CODs? I don't know, like, I feel like you're just randomly asking without actually checking if I've done anything. But I have world record in 2 other COD games, and I'm ranked 2 in another one, and ranked 3 in another one. So I've done runs of 5 different COD games. I don't even own Advanced Warfare. Plus it's bad. Oh my god, what was that? Definitely the lamest to speedrun. It's such an MW3 tier level. It's just so on rails, so needlessly long, and like one tiny section with a trash checkpoint that can just roast you. Like, yeah. I feel like because they got a new team in. I think they had, I don't know if it was just straight up a new team or if it was just Treyarch to design the levels for the campaign for MW3. But I feel like whoever did it was like, okay, let's just get the feel for MW2 levels, let's just look at Second Son. This is a good level, let's just make every level like this. And it's so awful. You checked and watched all the other speedruns, but you want me to run another COD game. Well, maybe you're just asking in a weird way, because it really sounded like you said, oh, you should run more than one COD game. Which is true, I do that. But I'm probably not going to be running any of the trash ones, like Advanced Warfare or Black Ops. They're not interesting to me. Sledgehammer I think did the multiplayer. I heard somewhere that Treyarch did the single player. Or like it was, and what was left of the Infinity Ward team did the Spec Ops, I think. That's what I heard at least. Yeah. I do not play multiplayer now. Never really enjoyed it, honestly. Biggest problem with COD speedruns is every game is still really expensive years afterwards. Like MW2 was still $90 up until like 2016, which is just dumb. That guy was just hiding. Weird. Yeah, I saw Black Ops 3 for $90 today actually when I was checking the Steam store, which is pretty awful. Black Ops 3 is a little bit newer. It's, yeah, like... It's still like 5 years old or something at this point. And yeah, I think most people blame Activision for that pricing. The funny thing is, MW3 went down in price very quickly. I think it was like 3 months after it came out, it dropped to like $56 or something. It was like a weird number. I think it was just, that was around the time when people started getting really sick of COD and everyone was complaining. Plus MW3, bad game. So, yeah, they actually dropped the price on that almost immediately.
Real or not, man, this place is history.
Well, increasing my audience by playing other games. Wait, that was really slow and I don't know why. Maybe they didn't teleport. Anyway, increasing my audience by playing other games is... I mean, maybe, but I would also lose viewers that want to see me play COD. So I don't know if that's a good idea. So I generally just stick to playing what seems fun to me. Seems like the best strategy, honestly. So I'm actually going to not attempt the skip here. I'm getting destroyed here. What? Stop it. I'm gonna do the safe strat that most people should do. I'm getting destroyed. Weird. I was able to go much faster there. Does fully teleport up when I go up so quickly? That's strange. Yeah, I'm definitely going to play the games I want to play. Also, Blue, funnily enough, I might end up ditching your Halo 3 bullying and go play like Star Wars Battlefront 2. I've actually been playing a little bit and it's surprisingly interesting. Like, I might start doing speedruns of that at some point. Just random game. I don't know why, I just played it casually recently and it seems kind of fun to potentially speedrun. But I haven't even like looked at Halo 3 yet. So just... that's gonna happen probably. But yeah, the other COD games are super dead. Like, no one really plays them or watches them. COD 4 and MW2 are the biggest by far. Oh my god, I went too far. I died to this grenade last time. Wow, just yeet myself into the air, that's cool. This is actually so slow. Such bad, bad Foley RNG. No, the new Battlefront 2 from 2017. I played the original Battlefront. The first one was actually my favorite on PS2. I didn't think they really had a campaign though, did they, those games? I think they were mostly just multiplayer style but single player games. But they were pretty fun. But yeah, the Battlefront 2 campaign, like I bought that game on sale recently because it's on Steam now. And it was surprisingly fun. And the campaign speedrun, when you get good, is like an hour and a half.
Snipers in position.
So, it's pretty neat.
Roger that.
And it just seems to have like generally fun gameplay. I did not even know where I was. Oh my god. Imagine dying to fall damage. Wow.
Roger. Firing javelin. Danger close.
The only ghost runner I could name, actually I can name two. Give me the gun. Where did it even go? Give me the gun. Why is that so difficult? It just would not pick it up. What the hell? Whatever.
Be advised, we have not, I repeat, we have not spotted Makarov, and no one else has left the house. Those trucks may have been decoys. Over. Office clear. Let's go, let's go. Top floor clear. Roger that, top floor clear.
He was still alive, of course. All clear.
All clear.
That is still pretty quick, despite me taking literally like 8 seconds to pick up a gun. That was ridiculous.
Roger that.
Shepard, this is Ghost. No sign of Makarov. I repeat, no sign of Makarov. Captain Price, any luck in Afghanistan?
Plenty. At least 50 hide guns here, but no sign of Makarov. Perhaps our intel was off.
Or the quality of the intel's
Yeah, Black Ops 1 and 2 are still pretty popular despite being bad speed games, but then there's stuff like Advanced Warfare and Ghosts. Those games were just not popular at all, and they're trash speed games, so like almost no one plays them.
Makarov will have nowhere to run.
That's the idea. I'm bringing up an extraction force.
And like Infinite Warfare, I always forget that one even exists.
Shepard out.
Roach, get on Makarov's computer and
Oh, I was not paying attention. Good job, me.
You're on rear security. I've got the front. Go.
On my way. Task Force, this is Price. More of Makarov's men just arrived at the boneyard. So cover me. I'm gonna slot that guy over there and use his radio to tap into their comms. Ghost, we're going silent for a few minutes. Good luck up there in Russia. Price out.
Roach, there's an armory in the basement.
Yeah, exactly. I've never seen someone have nostalgia for like Ghosts or Advanced Warfare. But quite a few people really like Black Ops 1 or 2.
Transfer's done. Use the weapons caches and set up your claymores if you've got any left. Defensive positions.
And like they admit it's a trash speed game, but they just like the game. Same with MW3, that's why Banana has such a good time. He says it's a terrible speed game, but he's played it a bunch and like really optimized it because he just likes playing it.
RPG team approaching from the west.
Damn it.
Solid copy. RPG team approaching from the west. Enemy fast attack choppers coming in from the northwest. I'm in position. Roger that. Enemy helos approaching from the northwest. We gotta cover the front line.
I wasted so many noob tubes there.
I need someone to mine and cover the driveway approach. Roach, use your claymores on the driveway and pull back to the house. RPG team moving in from the east. Roger that. RPG team moving in from the east. Sniper team 1's a strike team. Be advised, we've got enemy helos approaching from the northwest and southeast. Enemy choppers in 15 seconds. Roger that. 15 seconds.
Damn it, they're all going to take 2 hits and I'm going to run out of grenade launchers. It's going to be so rude. Okay, thank you. Yes. Still run for that one or whatever. Oh my god, RPG. I have zero hopes for any new COD game these
RPG moving
days.
in from the southwest.
Actually, I was quite surprised how popular MW 2019 got. Like, I don't really understand it. I guess it's just a good multiplayer game. I don't know what's different about it. Campaign seems pretty standard though.
That's one down. Roger. I'll try to cut them off as they come through the trees. Use your claymores if you have them. Plant them around the trail east of the house. Hostile neutralized. What the hell was that?
Wow,
Be
thanks for that.
advised, you have a
What
large
timing.
concentration of hostiles moving in from the southeast. They just breached the perimeter. I'll try to thin them out before they get too close. Recommend you switch to scope weapons. Over. Roger that. Everyone cover the field to the southeast. Move. Tango down.
I got eyes on. Here they come. They're in the field to the southeast.
That's one down. Tango down. That's one down. That's one down.
And now we wait.
I'm displacing. You're going to be without sniper support for 30 seconds. Stand by.
I haven't played any of the new Halo games, so like I have no expectation of what Halo Infinite's going to be like. But isn't it like a totally different style of game? Like it's not a regular Halo game, it's more like more of an open world type thing, which is interesting. And if they do it well, it could be pretty good. But big if. To set this up, you pretty much just edit a config file to put a console command on a key. To edit, it's G speed, and I set that to 380 instead of the default 190. And you just have to press that at the start of every level because it resets it on you. So most of the meme categories I'm doing are just some variation of that. Find a console command that seems interesting, find that to a key, and then use that for the whole run. I'm going to take full damage here if I'm not careful. Damn it. Okay, there we go. Don't play 4 or 5. So I got the Master Chief Collection and 4 is in that, so I guess I am going to play... I just got meleeed. I got meleeed again. I'm pretty sure I'm invincible here, but imagine dying. So, I actually disliked Halo 2 the most out of the original trilogy because the difficulty just seemed so untested and so inconsistent. Like, I don't have a problem with the game being hard, but the way it was difficult was just make some enemies super bullet sponges, and it was just not very fun. Like, I don't know. And it was really random. I didn't understand why some were so tanky and others weren't. Like, it didn't really make any sense. Reach was probably my favorite Halo game that I played though, honestly. Probably Reach, then 1 and 3, and they're all pretty good. Yeah, I honestly think on Halo 2 they were just like, let's make this more difficult than Halo 1, but we don't have time to test anything, so let's just crank the numbers up and hope for the best. And like, it just, yeah, I don't know. It definitely seemed like they kind of just slapped some difficulty on there and figured that they'll manage. I have not played Gears of War, no. If there's a bullet sponge with a health bar, that's fine. But if it's just a random enemy that's a bullet sponge, I don't like that. And okay, yeah, that sounds pretty bad.
So, Shepard's trying to wipe out House and Makarov at the same time. Head for Rally Point Bravo to the west. Trust no one.
So this one I have to be careful too, I think. I want to like... I'm pretty sure it soft locks if I enter the car too quickly. But everything else is fine. Oh my god, I almost died. Oh my god, he meleeed me and I had no movement speed. That's amazing. I didn't even jump out of the plane, I just went flying. Okay, let's walk here. There we go. Oh my god. Oh, this is so good. Okay, so I want to like wait. Do it sort of like this. There we go. If I get in the car too quickly, he doesn't get back in. He just sits outside the car and fails. This is like regular. This is a bit over water at pace, but like not much. Yeah, I like that about COD difficulty actually, is that the enemy health doesn't change. Like they get more accurate and they do more damage. I don't like how random it is, but I like the way the stats are all consistent and the way they change. I just don't like how randomly... I think the biggest issue is how quickly you get one-tapped in Veteran, so that then it becomes random. If you had more health, and yeah, I don't know. Like in Halo and some other games where high difficulty is actually playable, you generally have more health, so you don't just get one-tapped instantly. So it gives you more opportunities to actually like strategize and get good. Yeah, nothing one-shots you, but it's effectively one-shotting sometimes. Like, you get one-shotted down to 2 HP, and if you get hit by the correct thing with the correct timing after that, you die instantly. So, I just call it one-shotting even though it's not. Damn it, I missed.
So these aren't your average Muppets. No more mistakes. Let's go.
Yeah. But like, you can also get two-shotted in the correct rhythm that you effectively getting one-shotted, or like one-shotted, like you maybe get hit once down to like 60 health and then meleeed and you die. I mean that can happen on Recruit too, which is why melee is so dumb. But you get there's so much more accurate on Veteran that it happens more anyway.
Got 2 tangos down below. Let's go. Tango up ahead. Do not engage. I see him! He's over here! We're compromised. Go loud.
I'm gonna have to be careful here
That was
because
close.
Disciple 6.
need to wait for this door to explode.
Disciple 5. Check it out, over.
Hit it. Breaching.
What timing?
They're here. Open fire! Throw a riot shield. We'll need cover out here.
This is like scary.
Avatar 1. We have unauthorized personnel.
Nice last stand there.
We have unauthorized personnel on the gap. We're clear. Move in.
I'm not gonna get blown up by those barrels. Okay, that's good.
We're running out of time. Let's go. Outside, put your fire back. So I got 7 10 cords. 10 mics to get the smoke ring and the EE prize over.
Oh god, why is there a grenade in there?
Gold Eagle, the site has been compromised. I'm executing Directive 116 Bravo. If you're still inside, your service will be honored. Shepard out.
It didn't look like I braked. Do you mean on the rappel down? Because you don't have to on Recruit. That's a Veteran only thing. You just have to tap it once at any point on Veteran.
Excalibur, this is Gold Eagle.
I don't have a clue why looking down despawns those guys. They just made it do that.
That's within 100 meters
Like, just... it doesn't do that anywhere else in the game. But in those 2 sections, not looking at the enemies will make them despawn. I don't know why they did that. It doesn't even make any sense. Oh my god, what was that? Wow, sub 3. Amazing. It's actually surprising that I only beat it by such a little amount. God damn it, Price. I'm surprised that RPG didn't hit me. Seemed like it looks close enough. Oh my god. Rude. Nice. Somehow that RPG did no damage. Why? Consistent game. Boat speed is the same. Same with snowmobile speed and cliffhanger. I don't know of a way to increase them. Yeah, I totally forgot about RPD time. I almost got trolled by that missile again. I was going to be salty if that happened. I also don't know if it would break anything if the boat speed was increased, because if I have a really fast run, and if Shepard is just RNG slow, you can get ahead of him and Price starts saying, turn around, you're going the wrong way. It doesn't break anything though, because Shepard just ends up getting ahead. Oh, he said it to say, I'm going the wrong way, because I'm in front of him. But he's going to just yeet ahead right here. Like, look at that, just goes flying off the thing. So if the boat was faster, I don't know if that would break anything, or if it would just work. Really have no idea. Because Shepard speeds up the faster you are. But like obviously it has a limit. You can start with an RPD on War Room if you're doing a full game, but that's the only way. Yeah. By default, I would actually grind War Room like IL World Record if I could start with an RPG by default. But it's kind of a hassle that you can't. Oh really? That's weird. Yeah, the IL World Record does just use the pistol, because it's... I mean, the level's random enough that you just want to be able to just restart it a bunch, but I'm just saying I'm too lazy to grind that with a pistol. But if I had an LPD, it would take a lot less tries, and I'd be more interested in doing it. Yeah, exactly, just do both at once. Right, I'm not interested in Shepard here, I'm just going straight to this bit. I actually like forgot about that. Invisible Shepard. And there's second Shepard. Is there still gonna be two?
I lost 30,000 men in the blink of an eye. And
yeah, the veteran rappel is different. I said that earlier. They do a few. Yeah, there's two. Nice. But yeah, they do a few very minor differences like that on veteran. Like, oh, you have to slow down or you die. I think there's a couple others, but I forget.
I know you understand.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't making stuff up. Fair enough. Yeah, he's clicking his invisible one. He's like really trying to shoot us, but he has no ammo. I wonder what the deal with that is. Like, why is that happening? And no gun, yeah. That's That's the more important part. Is it? Can we hear him from all the way over there? Because I normally don't kill him, and I normally can't hear him unless I get 2 shepherds. But yeah, maybe he doesn't get despawned this way or something. 119.31. I'll take it. So that was about as fast as the no-clip percent run, which is interesting.